Happy Monday, my denture wearing friends. It's Kyle, and I'm here for another edition of my denture vlog. And look, I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, but can you blame me? So much crazy things have gone on in 2020. Just the first 7-8 months of this year. We still have 4 months to go, so we really don't know what's in store. I mean, gosh, we started out almost going to war with Iran. Then Kobe Bryant passed away, and then we find ourselves in the middle of a pandemic. COVID-19, coronavirus, has made everything insane. It has politicized even the most mundane of topics. And as I said, we still have a presidential election to go through this year. And I haven't even mentioned the Pentagon releasing videos of UFOs and aliens. So 2020 has been a crazy year. And as a result, I haven't had a lot of time to upload content to my channel. And I'm sorry about that, because I realize that even though the world is upside down right now, there are still basic things that we need to deal with on a day in and day out basis, that affects our mood, that affects our health, and just affects our overall well-being. So having said that, one of the main reasons that I'm coming on here today is to share a story with you regarding a denture disaster that I had right before the pandemic started. And since COVID-19 struck hard, fast, and furious, up until this time, I have been unable to take care of my problem. So at any rate, I want to thank you for tuning in. I do have some things to say today, so do not go away. Stay tuned. I will be right back with the rest of this video. Okay, welcome back. So let me get into this denture disaster story that I had. This is the beginning of February, getting ready to crawl into bed, to enjoy some Netflix, to have a snack, unwind from the day's activities. So I grab a bag of Stacy's pita chips and a container of hummus. And I'm about to go to town. So I dip the pita chip into the hummus. I open my mouth to take a bite. I bite down. And damn it, if my bottom denture doesn't crack in half. Now listen, I know that pita chips are hard. Pita chips were one of those things, prior to getting dentures, I couldn't enjoy them because they were too tough to tackle. They hurt. The teeth I had in my mouth at that time were in such poor condition. But heck, I really love pita chips and I really love hummus. So that had been something that I can enjoy with my dentures that I previously couldn't enjoy, before going down this road, before embarking upon my denture journey. Well, having said that, this time with the pita chip, enjoying something that I previously hadn't been able to enjoy, found out that not every food is denture friendly. Pita chips are hard. And I think it got the wrong leverage or I bit on it incorrectly. And that just caused the bottom denture to literally snap in half. So after that happened, I wasn't that crazy. I called my dentist. I made an appointment to see if my dentures could be salvaged. At that point, COVID-19, coronavirus, was just a whisper in the wind. There were just rumors that we were hearing about on the news because it really hadn't hit the United States. It hadn't impacted us that greatly. So I made an appointment for my dentist. I went in and great news, said that he would be able to fix my dentures simply by performing a soft reline on them. So I said that would be great. I didn't have time for him to do the fitting on that day, at that point. So we scheduled that fitting or to take the impressions of my mouth for the soft reline for the next week. Well, lo and behold, next week comes around, coronavirus has hit, we have been put on lockdown, and my lower denture is still cracked and unfunctional, and I can't eat with it. I'm like, so what does this mean for me? What does this mean for my health? What does this mean for my soft reline? Because I can't use these dentures. Well, we will get back to you and let you know when we reopen the office and when when we're given the okay to see patients and when we feel comfortable doing so. So that's great. Understood. Wonderful. But I still have a problem. I still have bottom dentures that don't work. So what do I do? Thank you to Denture Fit. What I was able to do was to reline that bottom denture on my own with Denture Fit, making sure to address the crack spot, of course, by relining both the upper and the lower plates at the same time so that I had the proper fit. So thank you to Denture Fit. Again, you were able to be a lifesaver to me during my denture journey. Now, I have since been back to the dentist. The dentist has taken impressions of my mouth, and very shortly I will be sending these dentures in to have that soft reline performed so I can get back to the business of eating correctly and not with a denture that's basically held together by some Scotch tape. Not really Scotch tape, but you know what I'm saying. So that's what I've been dealing with over pandemic as far as dentures are concerned. Cracked dentures, the inability to see my doctor, and then what do you do in that case when you have an unfunctional denture, a denture that isn't doing the job that it was designed to do? And let's say you do not have a backup set of dentures. That can be challenging, that can be trying, and it can be worrisome for those of us out there. So just know that there is a slight remedy that you may be able to utilize if you find yourself in the same position as me. So there's that denture disaster story. It's almost wrapped up, thank goodness, because I would love to get back to eating and speaking with the confidence that I previously had when my dentures were 100% fitted and, doing their best job for me. All right, so I will be right back to get to the next topic in this video. So please don't go anywhere. Okay, welcome back. One of the big reasons that I wanted to come on and make this video today was just to say hi and to thank all of you for your continued support. I continue to receive messages from you, chronicling your journey, the successes you've had, the failures you've had, the challenges that you've experienced. So I really appreciate that interaction and wanted to say thank you. And hopefully the answers that I'm providing are helpful in some way, shape, or form, whether that's through support or through imparting the knowledge that I've been able to accrue through my denture journey. So thank you all for that. One of the cool things about this pandemic, and not to say that COVID-19 is cool, because it is killing and impacting many people's lives in a negative way. But for a denture wearer, one of the nice things that we're able to do during this pandemic is wear a mask. And nobody can bat an eye or say a word or have any thoughts as to why you're wearing that mask other than to help protect yourself or others from COVID-19. Why is that a good thing? Well, geez, I don't know. There were a couple times during the pandemic while I was working that I was actually able to work without dentures in my mouth. And what a freeing feeling that was. Listen, I've had dentures for quite a while now, more than 2 years. And having had dentures for that length of time, I'm fairly used to them. When they're in my mouth, I barely recognize that they're there. But having said that, there are times throughout the day when you just feel better not having that prosthesis taking up space in your mouth. So in a nice little experiment, and I think most of you know that I deal with the public in my profession. So I deal with people all day long, every day. And as a result, I can't go sans teeth when I'm at work. Unless I have to wear a mask, a face covering the entire time I'm there. So from time to time, I would take my dentures out just to perform an experiment. Would anybody notice? Would anybody bat an eye? How would I feel? Would I feel more comfortable performing my job? It was cool. It was novel. And the best thing about it is if you do need to take a break, or if you're one of those denture wearers out there that doesn't feel comfortable taking your teeth out in front of others, allowing your mouth the time it needs to breathe and to recuperate, from being cut off from oxygen all day, when you have that prosthesis covering, the majority of the inside of your mouth. So it's a nice thing to be able to wear a mask or a face covering. Allow your mouth to breathe, to heal itself, and not have to worry about what you look like underneath that mask. It's pretty funny. Even some of the girls that work for me, they only do half makeup these days. So if we look at the bright side of face coverings and mask wearing, you can get away spending less money on makeup, less time getting ready in the morning. And if you are a denture wearer, heck, you can go through your day sans dentures, and nobody is going to be any the wiser. There's one last thing that I'd like to cover in this short video that I'm putting together. Quite a few of you have been asking me questions about eating with dentures and about eating with dentures and if using adhesive is necessary. Well, let me say this again, and especially for those of you who haven't seen any of my other videos related to adhesives or eating in general. Adhesives are not necessary. Adhesives will make your eating experience messy and not the eating experience that you're looking for as a denture wearer. Because regardless of the adhesive you have in your mouth, there's going to be some flavor, and there will be a chance that those dentures will become dislodged as you're eating, and that food particles will get up and underneath the denture plate, whether it be the bottom or the top, mix in with that glue, which creates a disgusting paste that you want nothing to do with. Find yourself in this precarious situation when you're dining out with friends. You're going to need to make excuses to get up from the table, to do damage control on your dentures, and possibly re-glue them before you come back to the table to finish your meal, which is not a fun situation or a fun experience to have. Very early on in my denture wearing journey, I was wearing adhesive just due to the fact that I didn't know any better, and I was able to experience some of the negative aspects to using adhesive in eating. Now, why is adhesive not necessary? Because I get it. Your denture plates will slide and move around, especially if you haven't had them refitted, meaning a soft reline from your dentist. They're not going to fit great, and therefore you're going to feel that you need adhesive in order to make them solid and not move when you're trying to chew. But there is a fix, and that fix is called Denture Fit. Denture Fit is a soft, supple silicone that you use to reline your dentures in the comfort of your own home. It's odorless, it's tasteless, and it feels literally as though your gums are being cradled by marshmallows. It's that good. and it creates such a seal and such a good fit that adhesive will become a thing of the past for you. It's wonderful. I would suggest to each and every one of you out there, if you have not yet to try Denture Fit, that you do so. It has made my denture journey that much more easy, and actually it has made it palatable to an extent where, as I said earlier, I barely recognize the fact that I have dentures in my mouth the majority of the time. So there you have it, my denture vlog for this Monday. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. I do appreciate each and every one of you and the questions that you bring to the table regarding your denture journey. Listen, I'm here for you. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comments section. If you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications when I upload new content. So, take care. Thanks again for listening. This is Kyle, and I will talk to y'all soon.